Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Alex, or T Phoenix Willow. Tonight we're finally doing an art stream, which I've been intending to do since I started my channel, honestly. And we're finally doing it. I'm just getting my last couple things fully set up here. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'll make sure the intro ads play to get rid of the pre-roll ads for anyone coming in. I like to make sure that we have pre-rolls off. I have just a couple of things planned, mostly doodles. I added a couple of new channel point rewards related to the art stream. Things are a little weird on the back end because OBS didn't want to capture Krita properly, so I had to do a whole display capture instead of just only capturing the specific window we're in, which is a little bit jankier, more scuffed than usual, but that's okay. We work with what we got, and a little bit weird for my experience. I have my headphones in, but I don't actually have any audio coming through because we're not playing a game. So y'all will have music and I actually won't. Actually, I don't think I fixed that. I have to fix that too. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Pre-roll ads didn't run automatically for whatever reason. Oh, there we go. Alright, so while the ads are running, I'm gonna fix the music so it will stay going during the art stream. I forgot about that. Copy, yes. Oh. Just paste. I need to paste it over here. Alright, things are a little bit of a mess. I'm just gonna be over here because I think that'll make the most sense. And try to tuck my headphones out of the way. I don't have multiple cameras, so I don't have a way to actually show you my hands. Hopefully in the future I can add that as well. I just made like a really big canvas. I am gonna rename this. I have my pen and I have my mouse. I'm gonna make this our properties. Here we go. I'm still getting used to Krita and really figuring a lot of stuff out. So there's a lot of things that I'm still getting used to and that I still kind of really don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So if I do silly shit that doesn't make any fucking sense, that's why. That's why. Let's see. I don't know why I'm worried about space. This is definitely... Let me just go to the other corner. I'm gonna start by making just a simple like text design that I was gonna use for like a merch item. I might also draw it like a couple different ways. I'll fix that later. Because I learned when I went in to make it as an emote that you can't have, you're like not allowed to have single letter emotes. I did not know this. So I think I did briefly have like a teacup of just the letter T, and I removed it because even though they did like approve it, I took it down. This is not the right, this isn't what I wanted actually. I'm doing this wrong. Me forgetting how to spell literally immediately. Oops. I know how to spell. I swear I'm literate. I thought my brain was mush. That kind of fucking proves it. There's still like a lot of features that I'm like not familiar with and don't know how to use in Krita. This looks wonky. Yeah, that looks okay. I know this is mostly a mess of scribbles at the moment, but I'll sort that out. Partially because of my username being T Phoenix Willow and the fact that I'm trans, I wanted to make the pun of like HRT and have tea-themed like teacups for like the letter T and the letter E. What's this? I'm trying to fix this line. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. But given it's like forbidden, to do the single letter emotes, they approved the one that was the T but disapproved the E one and referred me to like the guidelines and were like, we make some exceptions for like some Twitch partners when it's like important to their branding. Apparently I can't make a horizontal line to save my ass. Alright. I'm not fucking straight, I can't draw a straight fucking line. Shit. Oh no. I'm gonna move this over. Probably. I just went ahead and removed the one that they did approve because I didn't want to get dinged, even though like someone else allowed it. I was like, I don't want to take any chances and get in trouble just because someone else let it through. I don't want it to come back to bite me in the ass. You sent me the regulations and I read them. And this feels like it's... I can't tell if I feel like it looks off. Yeah, I feel like it needs to be more like this size. But I'm gonna make two different ones. Well, sort of three, because I'm gonna make some that are for like stickers that I draw like straight up on cups, and then some that are like this to go like on. Yeah, I think that's right. Go like on mugs that are. I'm gonna move this in the. I actually do the line art. I'm gonna do this one separately, and then I'll use the transform layer tool. Let me add the stabilizer. Don't really. I don't know how much of a sample I should give. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't super know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just guessing. That's, that was real wonky. That is also real wonky. Ah, jeez. So I'm making myself just more room on the other side of the tablet. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect, but that doesn't mean I don't want it to be. So we can definitely make this thicker line. And then it looks worse than it did the first time. Cool. Can you tell I'm a perfectionist? I'm like, he's decent at. I've gotten better at telling where my hand is on the tablet, at least. But. Oh, okay. Okay, this side I feel like went pretty good. Scroll up so I don't have to like my hand too much. Okay, thank God. Damn it, I feel like I had to like real close to perfect until the very end. I got all squiggly. We also have a shorter stream tonight, which is part of why I went ahead and made this like an art stream. That's not the only reason. I've been wanting to do an art stream. Okay, yeah, that's alright. It's not perfect, but I'm not gonna get it fucking perfect. Okay. Alright. Transform layer back to painting. My hands like sweaty. There's like so many different challenges to making digital art versus making traditional art. Because I've been making art on and off for a really long time, for like over 10 years. And I never really did any digital art. I'm only now finally learning, but I have always wanted to, because there's stuff that's possible digital that kind of isn't with traditional, at least not the mediums that I work with, which were mostly like colored pencil. Shows it there. Don't switch brushes on me. So alright. There's some people who are incredibly talented. And obviously, if I want to foster that kind of skill, I have to work at it. Just some of the things that I would like to be able to do with my work don't feel strictly possible with the mediums I was working with. So I wanted to learn how to use digital art. So I'm glad that I finally am. And it's hard, and I knew it would be. But that's how it is. That's how it be. I wouldn't expect it not to be. Also, I did make sure to double check that there's not been an update from Mix It Up about the text-to-speech messages for the channel point reward redemption yet. Mix It Up still says that there's a Microsoft outage on their end, so I don't have that back up yet. Hopefully soon it will be. Fix this section, I think. Turn off the stabilizer. I'm trying to fix this section. smoothing this up a little bit. Zoom out again. One line instead of two. This one's not quite actually random. Wait, again, actually. Brush. Don't think I should do the. I'm gonna have to like try to fix this part. I don't know. I'll think about that. Alright. I'm actually still gonna use this one just because I want it to be like a solid color. Blanking on the order of the transflex color. Like, this should be engraved. I should know this. I think the pink is on the outside. I'm gonna feel silly if I do this wrong. I'm gonna look it up. Hello? No, the pink is not on the inside. Good thing I looked it up. I was about to do it fucking wrong. Alright. looked up if I can spell. Apparently can't spell. Shit. Line art layer. Fuck, I didn't go back. Ah. Oops. Looks like a bit. Oh, I had to put this layer also over the top. I forgot to do that. I was like, why is it not showing the lines? I forgot this one was separated. Because I don't know how to get the transform tool to not act stupid and do weird stuff. That's actually like helpful. Alrighty. Then delete not the line art layer. And I know I mentioned I'm gonna have this like available as like a sticker and stuff. I don't have that currently fully set up yet, but I'm working on a shop page on Fourth Wall, but I didn't have enough products on there yet to feel comfortable actually like listing it and making it available for anybody. So I have the page, but it's not live. Once I actually have some stuff on there, once I have more than like literally one product, I'll make it actually available. Because right now I only just have one thing. Because I had tried to make a previous iteration of this design with the cups, and it was like, your thing is too low quality, we won't accept it. And I was like, I don't understand what the problem is, but okay. So hopefully this time it should be good enough, given I made the thing like 300 pixels per inch, so it should definitely be high enough quality that it should accept it. We shouldn't have issues this time. I'll also be posting like the images of this in the Discord when I'm finished, and I'll give like updates to the about any like sticker pages and stuff. And It's definitely like a lighter pink. I think this is right. Let me make this a smaller brush at first. This seems close, but not quite. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Okay. This is also like such an odd, difficult ratio to have to hit. I think it's approximately here-ish. This could have been a little bit cleaner, but I might try to make another iteration of this. I think it's a decent first pass. I don't want to be like too perfectionist about it at the same time though, you know? Like on the one hand, I want it to be like really good. But I also don't want to be like crazy perfectionist about it. Because like the other day I made a decently simple emote for jalapeno nuts. A mutual of mine and also a moderator here on this channel. And it was a rainbow with the word chaos on it, and I spent maybe kind of way too long on it. It took me quite a while to get something that I was happy with. Like, it's simple in theory. But trying to draw straight fucking lines, especially as a gay, extremely fucking difficult. I might be somewhat artistic, but doesn't mean I can draw a fucking line to save my life. And I did start sketching some reference stuff of my OC and sort of the channel mascot in my profile picture, Keylooking, in order to start trying to make some emotes, which I do think are going to be rather challenging. I have ideas, it's just actually managing to execute them is the problem. If I could just pull them out of my brain stick them on paper or the computer screen, that would be excellent. I would greatly appreciate that. But alas, those magical powers do not exist in this world. But it is what it is. Which means I have to get good, to practice, to spend a lot more time drawing, do more art streams, force myself out of my comfort zone. Because I want to make stuff. I do. It's just a matter of actually sitting down and fucking doing it. Which I'm bad about. I'm quite bad about actually doing that. Alright, we're gonna zoom in. Because we're gonna erase. So this time, we're gonna make it very, very tiny. Not that tiny. Too tiny. Too tiny. That's better. Alright. Okay. It's like some spots that I missed. Somehow. I have not learned all of the tips and tricks. Still gotta figure some of that stuff out. No, not that one. This one. Alright. Oh, I have to actually put white here. I kind of forgot about that, honestly. Because I'm gonna make it. I'm technically gonna make this background translucent when I save it, but then if I put it on more than just like white, it needs to actually be white. No, it's way too big. Unlock this, make the background. That'll make it a little easier. So I can actually make it. Bigger brush and this will be a little quicker. because I just don't want to forget to do this part. Because I will absolutely forget. Alright. I'll make this kitchen simple for now too. This one kind of backwards, but I already had the brush large and I need this one. Some of the, like, suggestion channel point rewards I am gonna keep active, like, generally. Like, they've been on the channel just in general, even though one of them, I think only Wanderer has used the suggested emote, which I have not gotten around to yet, because, well, I'm not quite sure yet how to draw a phoenix. I wrote down his idea, though, to make sure I didn't lose it in the sea of channel point rewards, the request queue and everything, because I otherwise don't know how to get it back. I know how to look at that stuff on, like, someone else's channel that I'm a mod for, but I don't know how to look at it on my own channel, which is, like, maybe kind of a problem. There's stuff that's, like, kind of opaque, honestly, when it comes to being a streamer, that the Twitch dashboard doesn't do a great job of explaining. It's just like, yes, here are these cool things you can do. Figure it out. Good luck. It's like, I mean, I usually can, even if I'm not always the most tech-savvy person. It's usually kind of fine. But sometimes... There's a few things that are like, I really have no idea where to find this. Or I just forget. Like, even though I have found it several times, I had to poke around for a while to re-find where the bit badges are. I've updated most of them. And then the ones I haven't updated but I created are still just waiting on my computer. I have all these feathers drawings in different colors that are needing to be appropriately resized, so I have 3 sizes that Twitch requires. But I've created that kind of stuff for the channel, but I need to get around to some of the more, I feel like, pertinent stuff, like emotes and sub badges. And I have some, again, I have ideas. It's just actually making them happen. Actually, technically for sub badges I have a couple of ideas. I've kind of gone back and forth on it. Because my first idea was to do like a hatching phoenix. Like starting with like a phoenix egg. And then the later months are like hatching. But I might go with like a willow tree. Because I'm probably gonna do like I'm gonna do some emotes of like Kalodine, but I'm probably also gonna do like some Phoenix emotes. Because I also have an idea for, I don't know if it's my banner or like when I'm like offline, what the page will display on my homepage. One of those two things. And I've thought about it a lot, and I need to actually like practice drawing stuff. How did this happen? What happened here? This got all funky. I have to do something. What's going on with this artifacting? Huh? Computer, let's switch back to the board. Okay. I don't know why that happened. Right. Well. Come on. Do switch back. What do you I might run a poll in the Discord about whether to do, or I might just do multiple variations of the design. That seems like the easiest way to do it. Because it's not that hard to do variations of it. Because I'm probably gonna do like a non-binary one too, honestly. Because I was gonna say that I might run a poll of like whether to add the EA on the end of this, and then it's like, well, I can just make another one. I can do both. There's no reason that I can't. Well, that was silly. Alright. There's no reason that I can't save a version without it and a version with it. So I'll probably draw it and then I'll make sure that it's positioned in a way that like can be removed if I decide to do that. Because I'm gonna convert the background to a transparency mask. This is technically just, I made the background not visible. We're bringing the sketch back. Because it's not what I meant to do. We're gonna come back to the sketch. Back to the pencil. Yeah, this one's fine. Smaller. Because most of the other letters were kind of wide, so I think this one should be as well. They should all be kind of wide. Yeah, that makes sense. This at great. Maybe this at like 10. I'm able to like type in this box. Yeah. Didn't put my stabilizer back on. I want to do that. I think of this to make such a big line. That actually went not terrible. Actually, pretty happy with that. Make this angle slightly. Accordingly. It's a little wonky over here, but I think it's mostly fine. What happens here? Seemed to work out last time. I'm gonna stop it right now. This line is still kind of wonky, but no, I'm not gonna be able to get it perfect. Hello, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Oh, I think eraser. I didn't put the line art for these two on a separate layer. That may have been smart. It's fine. Oh well. The A looks wonkier than I thought it did now that I'm looking at it more. Trying to think how to fucking fix it. It's such a really difficult letter to draw as a bubble letter in my opinion. Always had a hard time with it, which is why I tried to do something weird and funky. Let me try something weird and funky. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll be better. I hated it. I did not like it. Not into it. I think it's too thick. Yeah, it's too wide. But it's silly stuff like this that I can't do with traditional art. I can't just, without completely starting over basically. I'm currently working on an art commission and I fucked up the line art, and so I have to completely start that shit over. this was also wrong. Alright. Let's try this again. So now, see how that looks. Looks better. I think it just needs to be moved down a little bit. There's okay. That's not what I want to. No. Wrong thing. Transform tool. Key still. I think that's maybe the best one to get. Alright. Some sort of alright. Alright. Let's zoom back in. Oh shit, why is this like still selected though? Why can I not? Why can I only paint in here? Why is this happening? That doesn't make... Why is it doing this? How do I... Huh? I'm not trying to transform a layer of selection anymore. And I don't know how to fix it. Why is it doing this? Why is it? I don't know what that does. 1 second. I'm gonna... Alright. Just while I look this up so you don't have to see me looking it up. Let's see, it was the freehand selection tool. Okay, I might have to hit Shift Control A. Let me try that and see if that works. Ah, it did, thank God. Excuse me. Thank God that worked, because honestly I haven't known how to do that. And it has been kind of a thorn in my side just in general, not knowing how to fix that issue. Because I know some of that actually did need to be there, but and that's the kind of thing that I mean, that like I still barely know what I'm doing. I knew how to use the freehand select tool, but I didn't know how to turn it off. It seems weird to me that when I turn it off, when I'm like not actively having it selected anymore, it doesn't turn off automatically, and it still has stuff selected when I'm off of the tool now. It's a little bizarre to me that it stays on like that. And I don't know if I can change the way that that works. I've only watched a couple of tutorials for Krita, and there's a lot that you can do, but it also means that it's a little overwhelming, and so I admittedly have not fully learned, and probably will not fully learn for quite some time. And that is okay. Once I finish this, I am gonna have to end the stream. We will grayed out. Because it is 11. And my partner is on her way home from work. I try not to be streaming when she gets home. Just as a general rule. But I'll also be posting these up in the Discord, and I'm probably gonna work on the other design off stream, the similar one. But if you have suggestions for like emotes or things to do for practice doodles, you don't necessarily have to just use your channel points. You can also put them in the Discord. There's straight up a suggestion channel. You can put them in there. And then they also won't get lost. I'll also write them down separately. And then once I actually have some more of the stuff ready and available for like stickers and stuff, I will definitely link the fourth wall both in the Discord, on Blue Sky, and on Twitch. Obviously, there's no obligation to buy anything. It's just kind of an extra thing that'll be there. And it's more the fact that, like, I will have hand designed all of the stuff that's on there, which matters to me. which is also part of why it's taking me so long to put stuff on there and get it live. Because I had not put together designs to put on the site. I just want to make sure that if I'm selling stuff, it's stuff that I like, am actually fucking proud of, and actually feel good about, even if nobody buys it. I don't want to feel like I'm selling garbage just to sell garbage, you know? Like, I went and I did research about, like, because I don't have money to be able to, like, have product, like, some of the better companies for doing the merch, you have to actually pay for the merch up front, which makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, I can't do that. So I had to look into what the better companies were that don't make you do that. And it came down to like Fourth Wall and one other one. Because Teespring, which I had heard about in the past, which used to be good, has started having a lot of issues with fulfillment and not giving people stuff that they ordered, according to a couple creators that I follow, like Rachel Oates, which is really unfortunate because they used to be decent. So I made sure to go do research about, like, given the fact that I have to pick one that will do the, like, made to order kind of thing, that will be as good as possible. And Fourth Wall seemed to be the best option as far as, like, having decent quality products and also having good prices on both sides. So this is where we ended up. Just hide the sketch layer. I'll go ahead and show the... I did unlock this, so if I come over here and I can convert it to a transparency mask, and then I'd be able to save it properly. I can't move stuff now because of the way I have this set up, but that's gonna be all for tonight. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me tonight. I know it was a really short stream. First art stream though. I'll definitely be doing more art streams in the future, and I hope that you'll definitely hang out with me for those. I won't be streaming on Saturday. That's an important update to be giving you, because I'll be going out with some friends. So I will be back on Sunday. For either Stardew Valley or another collab stream. Or an art stream, I guess, depending on how I'm feeling. We are gonna raid out, so let me go see who's online real quick, because I did not check. 1 moment. One second, let me... Oh, going to the... Okay, we haven't raided over here before. I'm gonna head over to a new stream from the Dragon's Lair Discord, Pinky Pop VT. They're currently playing Dispatch, which is, I think it's a new superhero game where you're like a superhero who like gets injured and isn't able to be a superhero anymore, so you have to send superhero teams out. So we're gonna head over there. Let's go show them some love. And yeah, I'm gonna just say hello and then we're gonna head in. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope you have a great night.